firstborn, I've been ready for this. Since like 9'5", I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. It's all to we're talking about you, brought to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe now should I do it? Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get out that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get out that you desire.
look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count for and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns.
Set to kick off.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry now for Nick Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
7-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Second and 9 from the 44. Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Locke working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Following the interception, Mayfield rolling to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Browns nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Mayfield with the give.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Hamler now on the return. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle by
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
It's a gain.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Browns nothing.
The Browns drive about to get started, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Browns 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham.
1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And less than a yard.
4th down, Mayfield. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they're...
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Working out of the gun, Mayfield lets it go for Nelson. And Mayfield again with the... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
1st down, Denver.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
He was brought down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Block off a play action, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
Is good.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
The Bronco ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Block now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35, the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They run it again with Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They run. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Browns 24, Broncos 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. We up, we on now. There go Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, Mike. Hurry. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Mayfield on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
Let's go, D.
To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Ball at the 6, third and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on fourth down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Denver.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Block working out of the gun. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with third and 1.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They run again on first down. Chubb about 3 yards there to the 27. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 29-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe a play.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield hands it off at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.